The holidays mean family, food, and fun, but it can also mean lots of stress for moms. Here with advice on how to better enjoy the season, we welcome back the author of Doing It All, Stop Overfunctioning and Become the Mom in Person You're Meant to Be, Dr. Whitney Casares. It's so great to see you,
nice
especially
to see
this
you
time of year. Good
Yes.
conversation. And obviously we know all parents feel this, but I think sometimes the moms just hold more responsibility this time.
I mean, we're the default parents. If you've seen that clip from All Her Fault, the new show that's on Peacock, you know, they just talk about how, in general, dads end up being kind of the backup parent. And that's not true for every single family, but it's because there's a lot of work that happens in that family to like dismantle the patriarchy.
Exactly. A lot going on behind the scenes. So why is it that moms, sometimes we're putting so much pressure on ourselves that even our supportive partners going, you don't have to do all that?
I think there's a lot of mom guilt. I think we want to make it perfect for our kids. We have this idea from social media, from maybe how we were raised, that it needs to be magical, that it needs to be really big, it needs to be really expensive. And then also there's just the commercialism of it. I mean, I was in Target the other day and I had this sudden urge to buy all things tinsel and green and red.
And it's not even Thanksgiving.
No, but I wanted it all, and I wanted it all for my children. So there's all of those factors that really do put a lot of pressure on us.
So we kind of have to take a deep breath and go, it's going to be okay. We don't have to completely participate and do every single thing.
Yes, and to decide, what do I want at the end? Like, what will make me feel satisfied at the end of this season? I want my kids to feel connected to me and to each other. I want them to have the spirit of giving and to feel good about being in community with other people. And so if nothing else happens but those things, I will have one. So it's good to just set your priorities and kind of values around the season.
Well, what about traditions? Because I think a lot of us, maybe we grew up doing certain things and we think ideally, I would love to pass this down to my kids, or do I want to pass this down to them? Is this more of a headache, and how do you decipher all that?
Yeah, so I think if your kids are old enough, ask them what traditions that they want to do. I'm huge on asking kids, because you spend a lot of money on traditions. We used to do this holiday tea thing downtown, and I loved the idea. And then we would get there, and my kids would be anxious, and I'd be anxious, and they'd be making loud noises, and it cost us $500. So eventually I asked my kids, do you want to keep doing this? And they said no. We used to go to the Nutcracker. They didn't want to go. Now they want to go again because some of their friends are performing in it.
Perfect.
So I think just getting a sense of like what your kids want to do makes a huge difference. And then also what feels special to you, even if your kids don't enjoy it. So in my husband's family, they make these things called Macintoshes that have like Munster cheese and apples and peanut butter on raisin cinnamon toast. It's delicious. And my kids hate it. They think it's gross. But I make it every single year for my husband and I because it's so, so good.
Well, and I like that you mentioned earlier, maybe something just isn't age appropriate for your kid today, but that doesn't mean you can't come back to it later on.
It might mean that they really want to do it later and that it's a great idea. You know, there's ice skating, there's the Nutcracker, there's the teas, there's, you know, going and doing like the holiday Christmas garden thing down south from here. So there's so many things that are possibilities. And also, that's the benefit of social media. You could show your kids, look, does this look fun? Does that look fun? Because it gives an actually really real version of what it would be like.
It does help them kind of envision seeing it like that. Well, and what about in terms of gifting? Maybe choosing activities and experiences over physical gifts.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, there's two things about gifting that are my hot tips for this. One is, if your kids are old enough to make their own Christmas list, I know this doesn't sound like in the spirit of the season, but have them make it. It doesn't mean you have to buy them everything off the list. You can tell them, put your, like my daughter said, these are my Sigma gifts that I want.
Hilarious.
These are my Alpha gifts that I want, right? So you can do the lingo of the tweens. And then pick from there. And that way, when they get those gifts from their grandparents, how many times has grandma given your kid a gift and your kid like tries to smile politely?
I know, and it's so awkward. They can tell.
Yes, everybody can tell. It's not fun. So just have your kids make the list. So that's number one. Number two, have your kids put on the list something that feels like a fun experience that they would like to do in each of those categories. And then think about gifting those things. I've given concert tickets for my kids. I have given, definitely I've given like school clothes and things like that, but I've also given things where like my daughter wanted to enter a raffle for a cat's eye, you know, giveaway thing, and it was gonna cost money to enter that. Like, sure, let's put that on the list.
There you go. And it's nice to kind of keep that tab running throughout the year too, when they go, okay, put it on the list, and then they can revisit it in December and go, I'm over that. That
Yes.
was a moment in time when you go, whew.
Yes. Oh, heck yeah. And I definitely think this is a moment, November and beginning of December, to tell your kids, like, everything goes on the list. Like, don't
Yeah.
be buying your kids things right now,
No.
even if you're normally a little bit permissive and spending money on
Totally.
things. Don't do it. Make them put it on the list. It's going
Yeah.
to make Christmas better.
Well, and what about
Or the holidays.
using online shopping as a tool? I mean, I know we want to like shop local and do all those things, but we just can't do everything perfectly all the time.
No, and also most of the local places have a website.
That's true.
Anyway, or maybe you could at least find what you want online
There
and
you
then
go.
go pick it up locally. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of shopping local. I think if you happen to be at like an event, I was just at a school event and there was a local person selling their earrings.
Perfect.
And you go, oh, amazing. That would be perfect for this person that I already know about. You know, my sister-in-law would love these earrings. But otherwise, use the Instagram ads that come your way, use the online sales, make it easy for yourself to buy maybe the bulk of your gifts, the things that stress you out.
Yeah.
And then you can enjoy yourself by going to the little shops, to the local places
Beautiful.
to find more special gifts.
Everything in balance and moderation. We're going to get there.
Yes,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
have
get
fun.
there.
We're going to enjoy the season.
I'm planning on it.
Thank you so much. Great to
course.
see you. Okay, Dr. Whitney's book again is Doing It All. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.